Welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter here on All Red. 8 minutes to play. One of these teams will come away with a win, other one with a loss. One of these teams undefeated. That's Southern. They're 1-0. JCC is 1-1. But they have the lead, and here's a pass inside. A nice layup by Wellensick to get the fourth quarter started. He's got 10 points, leads the team in scoring. Full court pressure from Kong Manivong. And they're having trouble breaking this Southern. This could be a turnover. And it's not. Warford picks it up down in the paint. Gets pressured. He makes the basket, but the foul is on the floor. It's on JCC. It's going to go on Keegan Jones. That's his third, by the way. So now he's in a little bit of foul trouble, but it's the fourth quarter, so it doesn't really matter.
JCC playing with fire when it comes down to those free throws at the end.
There's a shot from the corner for three, off the mark by Prunetta, taken by Jones. His pass ahead of Alex Cruz, but he ends up getting to it. Really getting pressured here. And then there's an attempted steal by Kyson Singleton. He got the ball, but they call a foul on Singleton. He is not happy about it. He thought that was a clear steal, but also he's got to be careful when he kind of slams he slammed the padding on the wall over there, and he's got to be careful he doesn't pick up a technical foul.
Fourth quarter, mental errors, stupid mistakes.
And here's the feed down low for Wellensick down in the post, and there's nothing you can really do about that. He's just so tall down there, and he makes the basket. 40-31, biggest lead of the game for JCC. And this could be another steal for Wes Swanson. He almost got it, kept the ball alive, but it ends up rolling out of bounds on the baseline. So another inbound here for Southern. They're really struggling to inbound the ball, or at least even just get it across the half-court line here with this pressure.
3 fouls for Wellensack. He's playing like he's got none against him.
Yeah, exactly. As here's Prunetta. Swing pass across, taken by Cooper Warford. He floats it up and missed that one. Rebounded by Jones. Here comes Swanson. Now JCC can try to take their time here, just trying to extend their lead. Wellensick has 12 points, has the ball up near the three-point line, feeds it around to Kong Menivong. Hasn't showed himself to be too much of a scorer, but he's really good at defense and passing the ball, and he just gave it up to Wes Swanson right there. Spin move, Swanson. Nice move to the rim, and just could not finish it. It went off the back rim, and it's no good. Here comes Kyson Singleton. They slow it down. They need a big shot, though. Warford, they get a good look in the corner. Cale Ames needed that. No good. Rebound offensively by Alex Meese, and he's fouled down in the paint. That's a big offensive board because they needed at least just some points on this drive. Or should I say on this possession.
Saying that Wellensick was playing like he had 0. Well, now he's got 4, so he's got a little something to worry about.
First shot, no good from the free throw line by Alex Meese. But yeah, Wellensick does have 4 fouls. He also has 12 points. But with 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go, you really would not want to pick up that 5th foul as the second free throw goes down from the free throw line, and then a steal, and the layup won't go by Kyson Singleton. He had that one and did not get it to go. Full court pressure being applied here by Southern. And JCC ends up getting it across that half-court line with Wes Swanson. Kong Menivong finds Alex Cruz, gets the step. Cruz to the basket. He attacked it and got it to go. 42-32, double-digit lead. And there might be another steal, and there is another steal by Nolan Wellensick. Keegan Jones is going to get the ball. There's a foul, though. It's going to be the 3rd on Alex Meese of Southern. And this could really be the part that hurts Southern the most. This fourth quarter has hurt them drastically. It's a 10-point lead for JCC, as JCC needs a timeout as well. 5:43 to play in the fourth quarter. 10-point lead for the Thunderbirds over the Raiders. We'll be right back. Welcome back to All Red's coverage of high school basketball. 42-32 in favor of Johnson County Central. What has went wrong so far for them in these last few minutes in the fourth?
Well, for Southern, it's really seemed like they've just not been able to score offensively. And defense is doing really solid on both ends. JCC doing really good on pressure. But foul trouble for JCC. Nolan Wellensack, we've mentioned multiple times, with 4 fouls. Keegan Jones himself has 3. It's just not, and Wyatt Ludeman with 3 as himself. Both sides just needing to get the upper hand, and fouls certainly isn't going to help.
Yeah, that's one of the things that JCC is struggling with. Certainly not scoring, though. They lead by 10 as Swanson moves it inside, kicks it back out to Wellensick, their leading scorer. He's getting pressured, and then he got fouled on the reach-in by Cale Ames. I think, honestly, both teams struggling with foul trouble, but for Ames, luckily that's only his second. But, I mean, Southern's got a few guys at 3 fouls as well, so they got to be careful, too.
That one pretty obvious.
Yeah, that one was right in front of the referee as well. As here's Swanson kicking it to Wellensick. Outside of the 3-point line, not his bread and butter. As here is Swanson getting it, kicking it, pump fake for Jake Waring. Here's now Keegan Jones who has it, pouncing it for Waring. Back up to Jones near that mid-court line. Jones driving it in the paint, kicking it to Wellensick. Gets inside, and he's fouled by Alex Meese. And that'll be 2 shots coming up here for Wellensick. And for Meese, that's his 4th, so he's 1 foul away from being in trouble here.
Great role player on the court. Not going to be good if he goes out.
Now, also, speaking of roll, that was a great kind of pick-and-roll play done by Johnson County Central to set up Wellensick. He's looking to make this free throw. The noise from the Southern fans did not affect him on that one. Swishes it down. And with this shot, if he makes this, he can get up to 14 points, as we also see Matt Walk check into the game, which is obviously to counter that post presence of Wellensick at the moment. Wellensick, second shot up, and gets it to go. He's up to 14 points. Really good game here for him. One of the things that I've noticed is that the 15 points in the first half and only 3 in the second, Cooper Warford of Southern has been shut down by this Southern defense. But he has the ball now, and he pops the three-pointer, and he cannot hit it. There's a rebound. It went off of Walk, but then it was Keegan Jones who tried to keep it in, and it'll be in a baseline inbound for Southern.
So we look and see there's 4:54 left. A lot of time, but it looks like Southern's just trying to huck up shots already. They're only down by 12. Got a lot of time left.
Yeah, they do have a lot of time. They don't need to start kind of just putting up some ill-advised shots. They get it to the top for Meese. Spin move, pull up, and it's off the mark, but he was fouled by Alex Cruz on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up here for Meese, who has 1 point tonight. First foul by Cruz, by the way. This game is brought to you by Hasselback Pharmacy in Tecumseh, Johnson County Central Public Schools, Western National Bank with 11 locations in Nebraska and Kansas, including Wymore, Tecumseh, and Cook. First shot goes down for Meese. Also, this game is sponsored by Crete Area Medical Center, Wilbur and Frank Medical Clinics, and Smith Auto in Pawnee City. Learn more at smithauto.ne.com. Second shot goes in for Meese as well. 10-point game, full court press here for JCC. Or excuse me, for Southern, but JCC has to break it. Keegan Jones almost got fouled by Meese there. He's got to be careful. Jones is getting double teamed though, and he ends up finding Waring. Almost a backcourt violation there by Jones, but no call as Wes Swanson has it at the midcourt logo. Wellensick outside the 3-point line. And then we get an offensive foul. It's going to go on Wes Swanson, I believe. And it's Kyson Singleton that draws the foul. 4 fouls each here in the fourth quarter for both teams. Second foul, actually it's going to go on Austin. Actually, excuse me, it's going to go on Jake Waring. That's his second. Southern trying to break the press, and they do with Matt Walk. Oh, and then a cross-court pass not able to be connected on because Cooper Warford just slipped over his own feet.
Pass may have just been a little behind.
Yeah.
Still, opportunity was there.
Wes Swanson has it with 4:20 to play in the fourth. 10-point lead for JCC. Swanson being pressured. There's a reach and foul by Kyson Singleton. And that could be trouble for Singleton as now he's up to 3 fouls. And with 4:13 to go, I think surely they're not going to bring him out of the game. But he is standing right now all the way next to his coach trying to discuss things. He doesn't like the call, though, but Wes Swanson's going to get 2 free throws here for JCC, and he misses the first one. Well, with these free throws, you can tell some of the JCC players not happy with their misses. They believe they should be making these, and some of these free throws are big with extending the lead as he makes the second one.
That's 10 for him, and these are crucial. I mean, there's plenty of players that could have had an additional 2-3 points just off free throws.
Yeah. One of them, Alex Cruz, who had a 3-point shot. He was fouled and then missed all 3 free throws in the first half. That one's deflected out of bounds off of JCC, and it'll be a baseline inbound for Southern. Still leading the scoring, though, Cooper Warford for Southern with 18 points. And then 8 points here for Tony Prunetta. Other than that, though, it's just been quiet on offense for the rest of the team. 3 points for Meese and Singleton, and 2 for Matt Walk, who's trying to post down in the paint right now. They go over the top to Meese instead, who's up at the top of the key. Finds Warford. Back to Meese. Working on that three-point line. They try to find Walk down in the paint, but it's intercepted by Wellensick. Nice interception, looking like that Jaguars defensive lineman last night on Monday Night Football. As Wellensick works it to Swanson. Swanson driving it inside. Gets it up, and he's fouled. He did not make it, though. But with 3:40 to go in the fourth, Johnson County Central can just extend their lead even more, which is exactly what they want to do. Waste the time, extend the lead.
Up by 11. They're sitting pretty comfortable right now, but would not say that it's over by any means.
Swanson hits the first one. Swanson's second leading scorer on this team with 11 points. Leading scorer is Wellensick with 14. But Swanson, 6'1", that point guard spot. He's just such a good facilitator. As he makes the second free throw, and the lead is up to 13 for Johnson County Central with 3.5 minutes to play in the fourth. Southern has got to get some shots to fall. And here's Meese. He's double-teamed, and he loses the ball. Great double-team. Steal is forced by Keegan Jones. And now Wes Swanson gives it to Jones. Back to Swanson. And Kyson Singleton's got to be careful. He's really reaching in here, and he has 3 fouls. As Alex Cruz has it. Gives it beyond the three-point line to Ludeman. Back to Cruz. Swings it to Jones. Jones now makes a move beyond that three-point line. Gives it off to Ludeman. 3 minutes to play in the fourth. 13-point lead for Johnson County Central, 47-34. Alex Cruz gives it off to Jones. And Jones had his pocket picked, and then Cooper Warford stepped out of bounds. So Warford steps out of bounds after he picks his pocket. Just a tough break. He would have had a fast break there. You hate to see it, especially when Southern just needs something to go. Oh, and now we have a little popcorn being spilled on the floor.
Was it intentional? I don't think so.
I don't know, but this is going to give Southern a free timeout here with 2:56 to go in the fourth. We'll take a quick break, quick 30-second break as they clean up the popcorn over on aisle 4. We'll be right back on Ole Red. Welcome back to Ole Red's coverage of basketball, high school basketball here. We get a foul on the reach-in by Alex Meese. I don't know if his day, yep, that is his fifth. So Alex Meese fouls out, finishing with 3 points. Coming in for him is Pax Adams. By the way, this game brought to you by Certified Truck and Trailer Repair in Geneva, Star Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Fairbury, Chapel Roofing in Fairbury, and Riverside Chevrolet in Fairbury, as well as Tim Hartley with Hebron Tree Service. 2 shots now on the bonus. Off the mark on the first one for Keegan Jones. What a game so far, though, by those 2 guys down in the post. Dave, I cannot lie to you. Wellensick with 14 points. Keegan Jones has 6. This has been a really good game for those guys.
Yeah, and JCC's got to be grateful they're on top. A lot of players in foul trouble, but they got the lead, so they don't have to foul if it comes down to it.
Jones missed the second free throw, now driving it in and putting up a crazy shot is Warford, and he missed that one, rebounded by Wellensick. 2.5 to play now in the fourth. JCC so close to finishing the job here. Baseline drive by Jones will not go, and the rebound comes free at the end of the day for Singleton. He goes up the court quickly to Ames. Drives it inside on the low block. He cannot hit the layup. That has been the story of the night here for Southern, just not hitting those layups. Down and close. If they've hit some of those, this is a completely different ball game. It's Alex Cruz swings it across for Swanson. Double team now is Wes Swanson, and he's fouled. With 2:03 to play in the fourth quarter, it almost just, hate to say it, but it almost just seems guaranteed at this point, the victory for Johnson County Central.
Yeah, you'd love to see Southern keep into this, but Ames missing that easy, well, I wouldn't say easy, but block shot down there. It's costly, and they've done that multiple times in this ballgame.
Swanson makes the first one. Yeah, no, like you said, and like I was saying as well, I mean, there's been a lot of missed layups. If you make some of those, I mean, I can think of 3 that were missed.
Totally different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. If they make those, it's still a 9-point game. Now, though, it's a 15-point game with under 2 to play. Warford driving the paint. He's fouled on the layup attempt by Wellensick. That's Wellensick's 4th. I don't think it'll matter too much for him. That's actually his 5th. Wow. So Wellensick is fouled out of the game. I got to give credit to my partner here, Dave, who did correct me on that one. He knew it was the 5th foul already. So Wellensick fouls out of the game, finishing, though, with really good 14 points right there.
Give credit to him. He fought to the end. I mean, some of those he really wishes he could have got back, but live and learn.
Yep. First one, free throw off the mark for Warford. He literally had 15 points in that first half. He was heating up. He got a couple heat check three-pointers, and since then, in the second half, he has 3 points, which you hate to see. I mean, he was having such a good first half, and you can tell Johnson County Central kind of targeted him on defense, but he gets his 4th point of the second half with that free throw. Timeout call by JCC. They needed it on the baseline inbound. With 1:55 to go, we'll take a break here on All Red and be right back with a 14-point lead for Johnson County Central.
With a minute 55, 35, 49, JCC comfortable lead. Not guaranteed, though. There's still hope for Southern here in this final quarter. 14 points, anything can happen. We just got to look for Cooper Warford to make some more plays, not force it up, and draw maybe a potential foul, though. Keeping steady on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball for Southern. It's the only key. Stay in this. Come back.
Yeah, I don't know if you know a guy by the name of Tracy McGrady, but he made an insane comeback all on his own, so it's definitely possible. But JCC inbounding the ball, and up ahead comes Keegan Jones quickly, and now they can run the clock as that was almost stolen out of the hands of Alex Cruz. Here is Ludeman kicking it back to Cruz. They got to foul quickly here, and they do. Let's see who the reach-in is on here. I think this foul is going to go on Prunetta. That's his 4th. But 2 shots here from the line for Alex Cruz, and Alex Cruz has struggled mightily in this game from the charity stripe. So we'll see if he can make this first one and set the tone. And he does. That took a nice roll for him. He's now up to 9 points on the game, having himself a pretty good game, nearly at double digits, and he can get to double digits with this second free throw. He does not. Goes hard off the back rim. Rebounded by Southern, and then a foul will go on Cruz as Pax Adams is pushed to the floor. And now we're going to start getting, I mean, these final minute and a half could take a little bit because both teams are in the bonus, and soon Southern's going to have to intentionally foul.
That was a shocking foul from JCC on number 23, Alex Cruz.
Yeah, they didn't need to.
They don't need to. I mean, he's only got 2, so he's got a couple few to spare, but not now.
Here's the first shot, and that one rims in and out by Pax Adams on the first free throw. Some of these shots, though, from the free throw line, from the layup, from down in the paint, they've really been unlucky, like rims out. As Pax Adams is able to make the second free throw, though. That's the freshman's first points of the game. And this could be a steal here for Southern, and that is a tough break. Actually, it is a steal as the ball rolled out of bounds, but it went last off of Wes Swanson. So it is going to be Southern inbound on the baseline here in JCC sides of the court.
So, Kyle, you got to ask yourself, do they look for a 3 or a 2?
I think they should look for a 3 here. They're going to pump fake from 3, though. They're working the outside. Three-pointer on the way. Short by Warford. The rebound goes to the Thunderbirds. Here comes Wes Swanson. He lost control of the ball. He picks it up, but flying in was Cale Ames, and he'll pick up the foul.
Swanson with the great handles tonight.
Yeah.
He's showing he's a true point guard. Ames just got a little off his feet and tried to make the incredible diving play.
That's his 3rd. And Swanson goes to the line to pad his stats even more tonight. He's already up to 13 points. If he makes both of these, he would be the leading scorer with 15. And he does not make the first one, so I apologize for the commentator jinx on that one because that was completely my fault. See if he can make the second one, though. And he does make the second one when I don't say a single thing about him being able to become the leading scorer. So he is tied with the leading scorer with 14 points. Kicking it across here, Cooper Warford. They need a shot. And here's a pull-up shot from inside the three-point line. Off the mark, offensive rebound by Pax Adams. And now a foul. And it's going to go on Southern. So Southern gets, we're going to actually call this one on JCC. So At first, the referee held up the number 2, signaling that it was on Pax Adams, but they'll say that it's on Jack Waring. That's his third. So Southern will get 2 free throws here. And I guess, for these players right now, on both teams, this first one goes in here for Adams. This is just a free throw practice for them at this point. They're all getting free throw tries here. A lot of fouls down the stretch in this one. As Adams gets the second one to fall, he's up to 3 points, along with Singleton and Meese, who also have 3. So 51-38 with 1:09 to play in the fourth.
Seeing a couple subs come in for JCC. A couple new faces.
Yeah, they're just trying to get steals here. Or, excuse me, they're just putting in their good free throw shooters. We're also going to see a bunch of substitutions for Southern, putting in some of their guys on the bench, including Blake Meese, Kai Spann, as well as looks like it's Dakota Whitman as well, and Austin March in the game too. Meanwhile, for Johnson County Central, subbing in some of their second guys, some of their non-starters. Gabe Berkey gets checked in. Along with him is Regan Ties, Danny Kong Manivong, who we saw earlier in the game as well. We also see, looks like Wyatt Case in the game, and also Jackson Houghton's in the game. So a timeout call by JCC with 1:09 to go. Game should finish when we come back on All Red 99.5. Welcome back to All Red's coverage of high school basketball. Some of the non-starters in the game here trying to get some points. And JCC has the ball with a minute to go. By the way, the other guy checking in the game for Southern was Jonah Krim. Now a bounce pass inside and a layup. No good, off the mark by Jackson Houghton. He tipped the rebound out and is taken by JCC. Here's Danny Kong Manivong. Drives the paint and just laid it up too hard. And then he was stepping out of bounds, so it's going to go to Southern with 40 seconds to play. But it looks like JCC is going to be 2-1 after tonight. Southern is going to be 1-1. JCC a tough loss in their last game on Saturday against Tri-County, but they get a big win here against Southern. Working it on the three-point line. What can Southern do? With 20 seconds to go. Spin move, drive in the paint. Shot too hard, off the mark by Kai Spann. Rebound comes free for Austin March. Tried to feed it inside, and it's tipped away and stolen by JCC. Taken by Wyatt Case, and now dribbled ahead by Gabe Berkey, and that should just do it with 5 seconds to go. JCC is going to win it here in Wymore. Both JCC teams win tonight. The girls team winning by a large margin, and the boys team winning by 13 points. We'll take a quick break and then have some final stats coming up on All Red.